During the January 26th downtown town hall meeting with Mayor Steve Fulop, a Jersey City resident posed a question about the mayor's stop to the last tax reval the city was to undergo nearly a quarter of a century ago.
One of the first things you did as a mayor is to stop the reval that had been started by the previous administration. The last reval in Jersey City has been more than a quarter century ago. Prices have changed dramatically in the past quarter century. As a result of this, many of us are paying thousands of dollars every year, more than we should be paying, to subsidize people who are not paying their fair share.
The mayor backed his stance on his dismissal of the reval because he believed it to be catastrophic to the people of Jersey City, also adding that those who argue for the reval do it out of hatred for the mayor himself.
I voted no for it every step of the way. Why did I vote no? Because it is catastrophic for you living in this city. People do revals generally for two reasons, right? Well, generally one reason. When development stops because projects in one area versus projects in another area, the discrepancy hinders progress on development, which ultimately allows you to have a stable tax base because there's only two ways that your taxes don't go up in it. Your taxes will go up every year like your shopping goes up every year. Why? Because cost of living increases. There is only two ways for one to pay for city assets, city costs. There's only two ways, right? One way is that we find more people to come into Jersey City to pay for it. That's one way. Or number two is ultimately that you all pay more. Those are the only two ways, because every year the cost, if I do nothing, union contracts, healthcare, plows, snow removal goes up every single year. That's the reality of the situation ultimately. So let's take a step back ultimately and talk about kind of the reval. The reval started, right, and you look at the last reval, many people were in this room. It was catastrophic for people. People's taxes went up 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. 4 times. And we're not in a situation today where development has stopped in the city, that we can't grow the tax base ultimately. So what's the sense of urgency in order to do that for you and risk your respective taxes going up 4 times? If you don't believe me, I urge you to go to any other municipality that has done this. You will see there's some winners, no question about it. There are some winners, their taxes go down 200, 300, and there are a lot of losers that go up 10,000, 15,000, 18,000. It started 5 years ago, 6 years ago. It was supposed to be delivered for you, all of you, the year of the election, right before the election. Then miraculously, it got delayed a year. No reason why, it got delayed a year. Let me ask you this question. If it was going to be a good thing to my predecessor, if it was going to be a good thing that you all would say, this is great, this is terrific, don't you think he would have done it before the election? I mean, it's common sense on that stuff. It was delayed till after. Now let me tell you where we are in that, because I know in my core it wasn't the right thing to do. So you had a business administrator who was working for the city, okay, gave out a $5 million contract to the reval company. The business administrator left the city and then subsequently started working for the reval company, okay? And so we sued. We stopped it on your behalf, so it's not fair to all of you, ultimately, so that you all don't get hurt, ultimately. And we sued saying that the way the contract was given is illegal. I believe in my core. That's where we're going. I am telling you, as sure as I am standing here, it's not only downtown I'm protecting, the entire city. Now let me say this, if you think that you are going to be in that bucket of winners, down $200 and $300 potentially, and you're going to say, yeah, this is a good thing, I'm going to put the $200, $300 in my pocket. It's possible, certainly, I'll be the first to say it. But let me ask you this question, okay? Let's say you live in, pick a neighborhood in the city. Let's say you live in Berkeley, Lafayette, and you think your taxes are going to go down $200 or $300. So you're saying, yay, reval, I read about it on the internet, we should be doing that, that's a good thing. If property taxes go up in, let's say, Hamilton Park, $15,000, right? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to your home value. Your home value goes down dramatically because the buyer has to pay more in tax. It's kind of common sense. It's basic economics, right? So your taxes go up significantly, your home value goes down dramatically. So your home value in Hamilton Park Shave off 100 grand, 200 grand from that price. If I can pick up, or somebody can pick up, a home in Hamilton Park for 100,000, 200,000 cheaper, do you think that that domino effect through the whole city happens? Of course it does. That means the person in Bergen Lafayette gets his house a little cheaper. That means the person in Hilltop gets his house a little cheaper. The person in Country Village gets it a little cheaper. So I would argue that yes, you can put $200 in your pocket if you are in that winner category, but you're going to lose home value of thousands of dollars in that. I tell you that the people who are arguing for that are entirely disingenuous. Entirely. They are doing it purely for hatred for me.
This is Michael Rodriguez for Hudson County View, the eye of the community.